Now, you join me at a tremendously exciting moment. It's Into Your Head, number 255. Hello, good afternoon. I hope I find you well. I hope you're not dead, because frankly that would cast a downer on my attempt at doing a humorous audio program, because I don't want to mock the afflicted. My intention for the next 10 minutes is to make fun of you, either directly or indirectly or subtly, and if it turns out that you're dead at this time, frankly that would be I wouldn't want to do. That's not something I would want to be associated with. So if you're dead at the moment, or someone is beside you is dead, and you've got this on, please remove them from the room, or don't let them hear this, or let anyone else hear this. And please don't take it as a personal attack on your dead friend, because frankly, this is supposed to be humour and entertainment. It's not meant to be offending people. It's not like I'm not frigging Howard Stern. I don't come on and say, hello, I'm on satellite radio, cunt, arse, wank. Arse, wank, cunt. Here's some naked women in my studio that I can see and you can't. I might sell it to a television station later, and they can show it. Then you can pay extra for that. But no, at the moment you can't, because you're in your car on the way to work and you can't see what I'm doing here. But I'm Howard Stern. I'm very, is it Howard or Howard? I don't know. I always spell it wrong when I try to go to his website. I go, there's either an E or an A and near the end. I never remember which it is. There used to be a duck called Howard. I have a brother with a learning disability, and he's very fond of a movie about a duck called Howard. I've never seen it myself, but I'm sure it's absolutely fantastic. It's somewhere along the lines of Mr. Bean, but not quite. What else is there? There's other movies too. There's Kill Bill 2. Apparently they're planning a Kill Bill 3. Part the third. Part 2, but not with the duh. Part 3. I've called a couple of episodes of Into Your Head Part 2, just for amusement. I'm well aware that there's a film that's already used that name, Hot Shots Part 2, French for Hot Shots Part 2, and there was an homage to that. I think back in the early days they did an episode called Belgianese Part 2, from a hotel room in Belgium. It was absolutely fantastic. Go back and listen to it if it's still there. I think it's around episode 17 or 14 or something. Actually, it's a bit depressing, because I was sitting in the hotel while my wife was having surgery in a Belgianese hospital, and I was all on my own. So really, it wasn't very all that entertaining, so I wouldn't bother if I were you. Frankly, I'd leave it. But nonetheless, where was I? I don't really have anything to say today. I've already... I think I'll do is stick on this bit that I recorded earlier that I wasn't going to use, but I'll use it anyway, even though it's crap. So for me from now, good morning, and here's the me from earlier, trying to record a show that didn't work out, but I'm going to use it anyway. Good morning. Now, you join me at a tremendously exciting moment. It's Into Your Head, number 255. I have a lot to get on with today. I have things to do, items that need to be attended to, stuff that needs to be put out of the way and ticked off the list without it being a fabrication of the ticking it off the list. It has to be actually done, and thereby legitimately ticked off the list. And it better not be a list of things I've not done, because then basically I have to get things done today. That's what I'm saying. There's to be no dilly-dallying, no sitting around making podcasts all day. So this better be the final take, because frankly I'm getting a bit sick of it. This is my 8th attempt at starting the podcast today. Nothing has come out of my mouth so far other than crap. Just this. You see, I'm not restarting now, I can tell you. This is going to have to be it. It's going to be, you're getting the raw thing today. I haven't got time to start this all over again. So let's just keep going. Don't stop, Neil. Whatever you do, don't stop. Let's see. I suppose we could do a song that might help. Let's see. F minor, if I remember rightly. I remember the time. I remember the time. I remember the time. But usually by the time I recall it, it's usually too late and the time has moved on. So people say, do you know what time it is? And I'll say, I do now. I remember looking at my watch a moment ago. Let me see if I can remember. It's 12 minutes to 9. And they'll say, well, I'm sure a few minutes have elapsed since you last read the time, so you can give me what time it is now. And I'll say, I can't. What the freaking hell I have to keep time in real time now. The memory doesn't work like that. Memory remembers things from the past. Not things from the present. You can't be. People expect too much of their brains sometimes. They think that's why people invented computers. Back before computers, school kids were expected to take out an abacus and say, what's 12 times 12? What's 11 times 12? What's 10 times 12? What's 5 times 11? What's 64? And they're expected to play the guitar at the same time, like this. What's 12 times 4? What's 3 times 5 times 6? What's 7 to the power of 8? What's, let's see, 5 minus 2? And then that's why none of them could play a simple bloody song. So anyway, verse 2. Oh, I remember the time when everything was just fine. I remember the time when all you had to do was make things rhyme. I remember the time when... what was it now? I'll play the tune and it might come to me. We'll call this a bridge. Bridge, that was it. I remember the time on the bridge that flows over the Tyne. That's a river, if I remember rightly. And we saw someone floating in the slime. And it reminded me of the failed attempt at a millennium celebration in Dublin called Time in the Slime. It was a watch in the River Liffey that was supposed to count down with luminous numbers down to midnight on the last day of 1999. But it failed, it didn't work, they got rid of it. I think it's on display somewhere now. It's not working. It's a bit like the Titanic. We're very proud of that here in Ireland. We built the Titanic here, although we gave away that part of the country to England then, so we can blame them for the bad bits. Wasn't us invented the Titanic at all. Stuff. Let's see. Once upon a time, a relative of mine I'm trying to do the speedy up. That's what a lot of cool songs do. They speed up in the middle. I remember the time, a relative of mine stuff. I think that'll do for now. I think that's all we're going to get out of the musical part of my head for today. I don't know. I don't really know where that's going. Let's just take a look at my phone here and see if anyone was trying to contact me during that. No, it's just as well, because I wouldn't have noticed. Where was I?